Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today's flavor is Barissimo from Aldi's Amaretto. Not my favorite, but I want to drink it up anyway. So today it's only going to be 61 degrees and it's kind of gloomy out there. I don't know if we're going to have some rain, but it's definitely cloudy. So I'll be working probably inside today in the garage or in the house on some project. I'm not sure which one yet. I have several to choose from, as usual. So that's going to be my day today. And so I'm just waiting for my coffee to brew. And it'll be nice to have a nice warm hot cup of coffee this morning since it's chilly. So the screen I put up yesterday on the door to the patio is working nicely. The dogs have gotten used to it now and they're going in and out of it at will, but I don't leave that open all the time. But when I'm out in the garden working, I do leave it open for them so they can go in and out. Because a lot of times they get bored just being out there and they come in and they take a nap. So I'm working and they're napping. So, but that's okay. At least I don't have to keep coming up here and letting them in and out, which would get pretty tedious. So I'm enjoying being able to open my kitchen window. That's really nice. Probably later on, if it warms up, I'll open it again. And I really like having the windows open instead of the air conditioning. I just enjoy the nice breeze a whole lot better. Although when it's really hot, I've really come to enjoy air conditioning now. I hated it when I was younger. Hardly ever used it, but now I do. So I appreciate it now. So I'm just putting a little of the berries and cream in there. I'm hoping that'll make it more likable to me. I don't know what it is about this amaretto coffee, but I find it to be extremely strong. I'm not really a fan of real strong coffee. I like a medium roast, but actually for me a dark roast is better. For my stomach, I guess dark roast is less acidic than the lighter roast coffees. So cheers! Yep, it's not bad with the berries and cream. I find the amaretto coffee has a funky aftertaste. I don't even know what it is. But anyway, so I have to sit now for a while and think about what I want to do. I want to do nothing for a while. That's what I like doing in the morning. I just like drinking my coffee and just sitting and thinking for a little bit and planning my day. And of course my day doesn't always go to plan, but I do my best. So all right, I will meet you over there at the budget book. Hey, back at the budget book. So yesterday I did spend money, not a whole lot, but I wanted to get for my kitchen window, since I don't want a valance up there and I don't want a blind up there. I put a couple of the old decorations that I had on my old window back up. But then I had an idea about getting a few crystals to hang in the window, and I'm hoping that it'll catch the sunlight, and I think that'll look real pretty. So I think I spent $12 on Amazon, and they should be coming today. So I hope I like them. If not, I'll return them. But I want that more for the center of the window. I like beads and things like that on the window. And so I have beads on a couple of my other windows that I've had the beads for years, and I never got tired of them. So that's what I'm going to do with my kitchen window and finish decorating that. So as I go through my house and purge things and decorate, find things I want to decorate, tastes change. And just because you have a certain style or a certain tchotchke or knick-knack or whatever, that doesn't mean that you can't change your mind and redecorate as much as you want. Just because you're purging and downsizing doesn't mean you're stuck with everything that you've had in the past. In fact, a lot of the things can go, and as long as you don't hold on to everything, it's okay. And if you can afford it, well, then why not? As long as you're living in your means, you can spend your money whatever way you want, and it doesn't matter what other people think. You know, if they think, oh, you spend too much money, you do this, you do that, well, actually, it's none of their business, and you do you. And like I said, as long as you can afford it and you're not going into debt, you don't have to save every penny. You can if you want. That's fine too. But if you get more pleasure out of making your house look nice or making yourself look nice, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to save every penny. As long as you have a fund for emergencies, you're fine. That's my opinion. Now, not everybody might think that way, but that's how I've lived my life, and I've been in debt and out of debt many times. Well, not many times, but a few times. And right now, it's just my goal to live debt-free and to enjoy the money that I have and enjoy my home, because I spend a lot of time at home now. I don't go out and woohoo it up. I don't go to bars. When I was married to Tom, he used to like to go to the bar and have a couple drinks and dinner. And but you know, I'm a single lady now. I don't want to go sit in a bar. I have no interest in that. I would rather sit on my deck in my backyard or in my cozy living room, and that's what I enjoy doing. So anyway, you spend your money the way you want, and you know, don't go by what other people think, because we all have different tastes. We have different tolerance for stuff. Some people can't stand any stuff, and that's fine. And other people like to surround themselves with things that they like to look at and things that make them happy. So you have to live your life according to your rules and your standards. And of course, if you have a partner, you have to take their wishes into consideration too. But sometimes it's not the best match. If you have a minimalist and a maximalist, you might want to consider certain areas of the house. Okay, we'll do this minimalist, and then this part is going to be my room where I can do whatever I want. This part will be your room where you can do whatever you want, and maybe meet somewhere in the middle for the rest of your home. Anyway, that's a thought. So, I don't know, I'm probably going to spend money today too, because there's certain things that I still want to get for my home. Nothing that I'm buying is super expensive. So I'm still debt-free, I'm still living within my means, and but I do want to start putting some money away for my next project, which will either be my deck or more windows, 3 more windows next year. So I do have to save up for that, but that doesn't require me to save every penny. And I'm also putting $100 a month into my Christmas fund so that I don't have to stress at Christmas time. It'll just be easy peasy and I'll have the money available. So those 2 things are important to me. Saving up for Christmas, saving up for home repairs, and having an extra cushion for whatever else might be coming down the road. So, all right, that's it for my budget chat today. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. That's fine, as long as you're not nasty about it. I don't mind if people don't always agree with me. But, so anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to make some breakfast and use up what I have in the freezer. I'm still doing that. Still trying to keep the food shopping to a minimum because I have a lot of food in my freezers. I have 2, a little 5 cubic foot one in the garage, and then my freezer in the kitchen, which is a side-by-side refrigerator. And the darn thing is really deep, so sometimes it's kind of hard to remember what you have in there. I have to clean it out like every 2 or 3 months to see what I have, because my refrigerator and freezer up here in the kitchen are so deep, things tend to get shoved to the back, and newer food gets put in the front, and then that's not good. So I like to switch things around so that I know what I have, and that way in my head I can plan some meals. I don't really menu plan. I kind of pull out every day what I have. You know, I have Impossible patty, so I'll have a burger on some rye bread and make some sweet onions with it and make a patty melt. So that's how I meal prep. I meal prep from what I have in the freezer and the refrigerator, and there's always tons of meals that I can come up with. So it's not the same old every day. Some people like, the same old. They don't mind eating the same thing every day. But I'm not one of those people. If I make too much of something, I'll take a couple portions and freeze them for future me. So, and then I can always pull something out of the freezer if I'm not in the mood to cook. All right. Those are some of my money-saving strategies. I got this little fun gadget, of course I did. It's called My Mini, and I think it's by Dash. And it comes with a little frying pan and this little hot pad. And it's got 3 heat settings, and I thought this morning I would try it out. I'm going to have a bagel with some egg and cheese. So I just wanted to see how it works, if it does a good job cooking. So I've got some butter in the pan. And my egg. And I wanted to just make egg and cheese and vegetarian sausage. I have some Morningstar Farm sausage. Oh, there we go. So, it seems to be frying up the egg nicely. So, it's another fun thing. And if you're camping or you like to cook outside, it might be a little fun thing. It wasn't expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it wasn't expensive at all. So I just want to scramble up the egg a little bit. Yeah, it does a good job. Now I have it on high to cook the egg. But I just thought it was a fun little thing. And I don't know, I think cooking should be fun. So sometimes I get myself a little gadget. And I got this, probably, I don't know, sometime this month or last month. But I haven't tried making an egg in it. So, yeah, I think that'll be really nice. So I'm finishing up my coffee, and actually the amaretto coffee from Verissima with the creamer that I put in it, I kind of like it now. It's pretty good. So I have a toasted bagel here that I'm going to put some cheese on. I don't know if you can see this or not. There we go. Turn this off. And that's going to be my breakfast. I also made some potato crowns that I had in the freezer. And I had the sausage in the freezer. So I'm trying to use up what I have. So I've got the sausage here. I think I'll put the egg on first. And I think this will be a delicious breakfast. There we go. You can stick some mayonnaise or mustard on the sandwich, whatever you like. Yeah, this did a good job. There we go with the sandwich. That'll melt the cheese a little bit. I made an extra sausage for later. And these are the potato crowns. So easy peasy breakfast. Not really much of cooking anything except the egg. Everything else went in the air fryer. So I really like using my air fryer in the summertime too, because it's quick and it doesn't heat up the kitchen like my stove or oven would. And it saves on calories because I don't have to deep fry anything. I don't like to deep fry things. It makes too much of a mess. So the air fryer is perfect for me. So there we go. Get this sausage out before it gets too dry. So okay, there we have it. There's this morning's breakfast. These are good. I like these potato crowns. They almost taste like a potato pancake. But anyway, there's this morning's breakfast. Well, breakfast was really good. And I just wanted to show you what I buy. I like these Morningstar Farms veggie breakfast sausages. You get 6 veggie sausages, and I think this runs like $4 and something. So they're not super expensive. I get these usually at Mark's. So I found that a lot of Aldi's vegetarian meats are just not real good. Their veggie meatballs, the Italian meatballs, are pretty good. I don't like the Impossible meatballs and things like that, but so there's certain things, certain brands that I like and certain brands I don't like, but this is very sausage-like. It's very meat-like. So I had that, and then this was a much bigger bag, but I've been cutting the bag down to save on freezer space. These are the tater crowns that are my favorite. It's TJ Farms Select, and I like the way that they're seasoned. So I get these at Mark's too. But yeah, these are my favorite. I know Aldi's has potato crowns, and I know Walmart does. I think these are from think these are from Marks. But anyway, those are the two brands that I like, and they're not super expensive. Even the tater crowns are not super expensive. So I need to put this back in the freezer. Okay, I'm still drinking my coffee this morning, so cheers to you. So sometimes in the morning I make myself notes. And I have this chewed up notebook, and it's a spiral notebook that I make notes in. So different things, whatever I'm thinking about. And I thought, you know, this really doesn't work for me because I have notes in here, random notes from this and that, and sometimes it's nice to have like your ideas, like, okay, garage organizing ideas, or kitchen purging ideas, whatever idea you have. It's nice to have it in different divided categories, so you're not going through this going, now where is that? I know I wrote it down somewhere. I have that idea, but I don't remember where I wrote it. And then this side of the page is still viable. This side of the page is old news. So I thought, you know, I really need like a small, I don't want a big planner or anything. I don't want to be dragging that around. But I thought a nice little notebook, like a loose leaf notebook, would work perfect. So I thought, well, maybe I'll buy one on Amazon. But then I remembered in the garage, and this is why I don't get rid of everything, and it's like, oh, throw it in the dumpster. And this is the very reason why I don't do that. So I went out into one of my garage cabinets that I've purged before, and it's really not a mess. And I keep my paper, extra paper stuff in there. And so I went in there and I thought, you know, I think I had something similar to that in that cabinet. And I did. So this is kind of the insides of a notebook. The notebook part of it was, it's been in there a long time, and I used to use it. But you know how sometimes the faux leather gets kind of sticky and then it starts peeling off? Well, I threw that out. But I kept the inside of it, which is still perfectly fine. It's got dividers, and that'll work great. And then I also saved all this paper that I had gotten on sale, like at Marks or whenever I picked it up, and I have a whole bunch of it. And this stuff is expensive. I was looking on Amazon, and some of the packs of paper for these little binders is like $7, $8. So I'm glad I have this now, and I didn't just willy-nilly throw it to the curb or donate it somewhere. So even though I want to downsize, which is what I'm doing, there's certain things that I still need to make things the way I want it. So I don't know if that makes sense to some of you. It might not, but it might make sense to others. But like my shelves in the living room, that little corner that I have there is, it's my reading area, it's my TV watching area. It's kind of almost like my little office in my living room. So I want to make that the way I want it. So that required me buying a couple of shelves, because I do have a macrame hanging there with one shelf, but that wouldn't be good for books. And even though my books, I've purged them many times, the ones that I have, I want to keep. But like I said before in another video, there's certain books that I like to read. It depends on the mood I'm in. I don't usually read novels. So the books that I read are gardening books, cooking books, What else? The Bible I have there, you know, just random different things. And depending on what mood I'm in, that's the book that I'll choose to read. So I like to keep those out rather than putting them all away because that is too cumbersome. So the shelves was something that would enable me to move forward with organizing my living room. Now my living room is pretty organized. I've been through there numerous times. I've downsized numerous things. I think it was last year I got rid, because I had stored extra tablecloths in the living room in the armoire. So when I changed that all up, I got rid of some brand new tablecloths and stuff like that because I don't use them anymore. I used to use them when I decorated every season, and I don't do that anymore. That's just too much work. So, or when I had a dinner, if I was having people over for a dinner, I used to use them. But what I did was, you know, sometimes I would coordinate my kitchen table with my dining room table. So because I'm not using that stuff anymore, I donated all that. I donated books that I wasn't reading anymore. There's a certain area, I have a bookcase built in that I had a friend of mine build for me. And all my garden books are in there. My cookbooks are all in the kitchen for the most part. There's a few in the dining room too. But, so I've gone through all those things. I've purged all those things. But sometimes you have to get certain things to help you organize. Like I ordered 2 chrome shelves for the basement for when I organize my food down there. I have a lot of it in buckets, but I have like a hodgepodge of different shelves and all that down there that I really would like to get rid of and keep it consistent so that it looks nice, so that it looks like it's organized, that I know what's what rather than, okay, now which bucket is this in, or, you know, which bin is that in. So that's a future project for me where I'm going to organize that too. And no, I'm not going to throw out all my food. I'm going to use it because that's what I'm doing now. And it is saving me a ton of money because I had quite a bit of food stored already. Now, I don't have a food hoard. I mean, if you go shopping every week and your cupboards are bare, you know, you might think it's a food hoard. But for those of us that are sort of more old school and we like to stock up on things, it's not a humongous amount of food. It's reasonable. It's enough to last me probably 3 months, if not more. I don't know. I haven't had to test that theory. But anyway, yeah, so I was really glad this morning when I found that I had this and all this paper to go with it, because now I can organize my thoughts a little better in here rather than just a willy-nilly notebook. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Yep, well, all right, I'll be back in a little bit. Oh, girls. Oh, I know. You guys are a chatty group. You guys are a chatty group. Yeah, I can't let you out. You gotta stay in there till Mama gets home. Yep, gotta stay there till Mama gets home. Oh, listen to that pretty bird. Okay, girls, see you later. Well, it's been gray and gloomy all day. So, I didn't get a whole lot done today, but that's okay. No big deal. I had to go feed my daughter's kitties and gather some eggs from the chickens. So, they sure do like to squawk. So it's 3 o'clock. You know what time that is. It's time for me to not do anything. It's the witching hour, 3 o'clock. So cheers. I'm going to have some coffee. Maybe that'll perk me up. But at this point, it doesn't matter if I'm perked up or not. I'm good the way it is. So I don't even know where the day went today. It just kind of flew by once again. And I did a little of this and a little of that. Nothing major. I can't say, oh wow, I accomplished this today, because I didn't. But that's all right. I'm going to call it good today. And I'm going to call this video good too. So, all right, my friends, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.